Have you ever described yourself with a single label? Intersectionality, a word about race, gender, sexuality, class, religion, and ability. It is not a concept has a clear definition. Because of that, it is more discussable and hard to identify. The concept of intersectionality was developed in 1989 by Kimberly Crenshaw, a legal scholar and civil rights advocate, to address the discrimination of Black women during that time. Over time, it gained wider attention through feminist activism, social justice movements, and conversations online about inequalities and identities. In the next few minutes, I will introduce to you my own intersectionality. Specifically, I will introduce to you my intersectionality in two parts: the co-cultures that directly relate to me, and also the advantages and disadvantages they brought to me. Now we already got the definition of intersectionality. Let's begin by identifying the co-cultures that best describe me. I identify myself as a lower class, straight, able-bodied, Christian, Chinese, cisgender woman, and currently a college student in my early 20s. There's so many aspects that describe me, but how this become relate to the pros and cons? Let's start with my ethnicity, Chinese. As I look through my different co-cultures, being in the lower class, which gives me more financial stress, being as a woman, which makes me feel unsafe sometimes when I go out by myself. But my ethnicity will be the one that results the most disadvantages in my life. When I think about that deeply, I will reflect on how my cultural background shaped my experiences in society. There was one time in my part-time job, which is being a front desk, I didn't provide enough emotional support to the client and caused some misunderstanding. Then my boss criticized me and blamed on me. She claimed that instead of treating the client in an American way, I treated them in a Chinese way. That makes me feel if I do something wrong, it reflects on more than just me. I can tell people may connect it to the stereotypes about my race and background instead of just seeing it as a simple workplace misunderstanding. However, my co-cultures also brought me advantages. Being cisgendered, which means I have easier access to healthcare, being able-bodied, which means I have fewer barriers in education and jobs. But being a Christian is where I feel I got the most benefit. Just like we all know, Christian in the United States is very normal and acceptable. It's easy for me to find communities of Christian, and holidays like Christmas are national holidays. I don't have to explain my religion or defend it. There was one time I was really stressful about my schools and jobs, and the people in the communities reach out to help me. They provide me a free tutoring session, and they even offer me a job at the church. They went beyond and above to help me because we are all Christian. That makes my life much easier in that way. Today, I demonstrated my intersectionality by identifying the co-cultures that best describe me and explain the advantages and disadvantages that I gained from the co-cultures. Before I learned about intersectionality, I never realized how deeply it would shape my life. But now that I understand both of the advantages and disadvantages of my identities form the person I am today. I appreciate every part of my identities, whether they're good or challenging.